Hey guys, I'm making an update. I know it's been a while, I always say that, but I finally had decent results, so I want to share it. You can see my hand raised birds on my shoulder. Alba, she's a 2-year-old, she's 2 years old now. But, going to the video, I just want to show you my results and my birds. Beginning season wasn't too fine, but the race is dictated by the wind, mainly, and the wind, what I need to win is north-northeast. It was north-northwest every race, about 8 miles per hour. So my birds definitely weren't in favor. But the money race, I was in favor and I did place. Onto the video. Alright, today we have an update. We have an update on my racers, how I've been doing this season. On a race that I think I did pretty well on. You can see that I just cleaned the loft. There's nice healthy droppings everywhere. I just gave them their grit, so the droppings are a little bit red, but that's nothing. I have some birds in the nesting box right there. I actually plan on turning this wall right here into all breeding sections, breeder boxes, so I can just throw all my breeders in here for the winter and breed out maybe 30 birds. Hopefully I can do that. Alright, now into the birds. You see, I bred a little bit of stock. Darius, that's that checker I was talking about. There's that little checker that I bred out not too long ago. Here's a second average. I really like this blue bar white flight. Second average speed, as well as 892 McLaughlin. Super pigeon right there. Little second average speed hen. Alright. Here's my racers. I might find a couple right here. Probably in the trap. That little white grizzle was my first bird back on my 300-mile A race. And there's another one. That's actually a money winner. I had that dark check was a racer, as well as that white, but he ended up getting hit by a hawk. I had to stitch him up, so he's not on the team anymore. That blackbird. And that bird right there is racers. I only have 7 racers left out of 29 I bred. So hawks have been really bad this year, but I found a local falconer to take some birds. He's gonna be taking falcons, I should say, sorry. He's gonna be taking my falcons and all my coopers, whatever I have, he's coming to trap them for free and relocate them. Adrian, this little slate check right here is going to you Monday. Shipping this bird towards you. That's 892 McLaughlin, sibling to that blue bar white flight, 892 McLaughlin, as well as second average speed. Really nice pigeon, super calm. Look at the quality of the feathers, super nice. Now here's the results from that money race that I won on. We have 31 birds who raced. You can see right there. It's a special race. It's a money race. Our money band race is you pay $20 a band, and if your birds make it past training as well as all the season races, it goes to 300, which is allowed to race for the money. I had 4 birds going in. You see, I placed 2 in the top 3. Top 5 positions paid out. I got second and third, so that was nice. But I did not breed 2031 and 2030. Darius Lee from Minnesota bred these pigeons. I know you've heard me talk about Darius before on my channel. But yeah, he bred these. I'm going to get a nice close-up on these 2. You can see he was even my first nominated and my second nominated. So I was really happy with these birds. I was confident in them. You can see, like I said, only 31 birds raced. About 98 were banded. So only 30 made it. And only 26 made it home that day. I myself had 2 money birds come back late. One of them was hit by a hawk. He's healing up. I can't show that because YouTube doesn't like too much of graphic stuff, and he's definitely torn open pretty bad. He's actually doing well. He's healing pretty fine. He's eating and he's drinking. Now it's time to show Darius's pigeons close up. Here we have 2030 from Darius. Darius actually sent 5, but here's 3 that made it to races. He sent 2030 to 2034, 2032, and 2033 got lost. But we have 2030, 2031, and 2034. 2034 came back late. But here's 2030. We're going to do a video on 2030 and 2031. Super calm in the hand. Once she realizes you're not fighting her, she just calms down. You barely have to hold her. See, all her flights are in. 3 main flights are touching. 300 hits. This bird hits at 300. I kept telling Darius about it for the longest time. This bird's gonna do well at the 300, and it ended up doing pretty well. Super nice pigeon. She's out of Rocket Man, Africa, as well as Kosovo. She's out of Kosovo. Her mother's from Kosovo, and her father's from Ganis. I don't feel great about Ganis, but he definitely has nice pigeons. He has top quality pigeons. Ganis, Rocket Man, and the Africa blood he has. Let's grab 2031. Alright, so here is 2031 from Darius. Super nice calm head. 2031 AUNEA 2021. This bird is super nice. You can see her flights are all the way in. That was a big problem with me this year, as the flights were coming in. I heard birds who already dropped their flights remolt them out, and that hurt me. But these birds did absolutely super. These birds came in a little bit older, but they did really well. As you can see, she got equal to first. She was only 2 yards off the first place bird, and in my eyes that's equal to first, and to most people that is as well. She won money, which is good, and she's going to be a breeder. You see, she's already looking. She has a cock in here she's trying to get to. She's watching him fly around the loft. She wants to get to him. Super nice pigeon. She's out of Kosovo as well as Jansen, and she's out of 15043 and 15043. If you guys don't know, she's a super breeder from up north. She ended up producing many winners. She raced for 7 years as an old bird, which is pretty good. If you can dodge hawks and obstacles for 7 years, you're a good bird. She was 3rd ace pigeon for old bird for 3 years out of the 7, which is pretty good. Every other year she placed really well. And then her babies have won, as well as those babies and those babies. And you can see this young one, or this young bird out of her, I think she's her great-grandma, has won. Good pigeon. Really happy with these birds. Thanks to Darius for sending them down. It was a pleasure racing your pigeons. They were great. 2031 did have a problem. She wouldn't hang out at a local racer's loft. She loved hanging out at his loft. She would go at the beginning of the season while training, and she would go sit on his loft and then come home maybe 30 minutes later. But she snapped out of that pretty quick. Yeah, that's what I've been doing so far. We have a 350 next Saturday, so hopefully I place well. I'm only going to be racing 4 birds out of probably 180 racing, so I don't think I'll do too well. Depends on the wind. If we have a north-northeast, I have a chance of placing top 10 positions, but we'll see. I want to include a couple of details at the end of the video I forgot, and have a thank you. That 2031 hen is out of Bulldozer as well. A lot of her blood came from Bulldozer. I just remembered that after I was done with the clip. But I want to thank Adrian P. I think I have his channel on the side with my other pigeon channels. I have Danny and Adrian. Adrian and we kind of put our heads together for this 300-mile race, but he gave me a lot of good tips, and he gave me what he would have done, and I included a little bit of my stuff, but Adrian is a big reason I did what I did for this season. I want to thank Adrian. I don't know if you guys watched this far in the video. I hope you do. But yeah, thank you, Adrian.